Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's official channel, the heart of untold emotions, royal truths, and stories that touch the soul. Tonight's revelation is one wrapped in silence and mystery, the hidden woman who changed Sheikh Hamdan forever. The world knows him as a leader, a poet, and a prince beloved by millions, but behind his calm grace lies a story few have dared to tell, a story of a woman who never appeared before cameras, who never sought fame, but whose presence left an eternal mark on the man behind the crown. It began quietly, long before the world saw him as the symbol of inspiration he is today. At a time when his life was filled with expectations, tradition, and the weight of legacy, she appeared, not with grandeur, but with gentleness. She wasn't drawn to his title, nor his fame, she spoke to his soul. She saw the man, not the royal. And that was what disarmed him. In her eyes, he found something he never found in palaces: peace. She wasn't from royalty, nor was she from his circle. Her world was simple, grounded, far from luxury, yet her presence carried a rare strength. She spoke truth, even when it hurt, and she saw beyond his charm into the insecurities he never revealed to anyone. With her, he didn't have to be perfect. He could be human, vulnerable, questioning, searching. She made him feel seen in a way that even the spotlight couldn't offer. Their connection was not built on romance at first, it was born out of understanding. She challenged his thoughts, questioned his choices, and reminded him that power means nothing if it doesn't serve the heart. She once told him, "You were born to lead, but you were also born to feel." Those words stayed with him forever. For the first time, Sheikh Hamdan met someone who didn't flatter him, she awakened him. As time passed, their bond deepened into something neither could explain. It wasn't the kind of love the world writes songs about, it was spiritual, profound, transformative. She taught him to see beyond the throne, beyond the mirror of fame, and into the quiet truth of his own soul. He often said her silence spoke louder than words, and her wisdom reshaped the man he was becoming. She made him realize that the greatest power is not in ruling others, but in mastering oneself. But like all extraordinary stories, theirs was bound by destiny and distance. She wasn't meant to stay. Her purpose was never to belong to his world, only to touch it, to remind it of something pure. Circumstances pulled them apart, yet her influence remained. The day she left, Sheikh Hamdan reportedly withdrew from the world for weeks. Not out of heartbreak, but out of reflection. It wasn't the loss of her presence that changed him, it was the realization of what she had awakened inside him. He began to write differently. His poetry, once filled with longing and beauty, became deeper. It spoke of meaning, of balance, of soul. Every word seemed to carry her essence, as if her spirit had blended with his ink. The poems were not confessions of love, but of gratitude. In one verse, he wrote, "Some people do not enter your life to stay, they come to show you who you truly are." Those who read between his lines knew she was the hidden muse. The hidden woman had left him with lessons that would define his destiny. She taught him the art of letting go without bitterness, of loving without attachment, and of leading with compassion. He began to carry himself differently, softer in tone, deeper in purpose. The man who once spoke through poetry now lived his poetry. Every act of kindness, every gesture of humility, reflected the invisible touch she left behind. Some say she was his greatest heartbreak, others believe she was his greatest blessing. But Sheikh Hamdan would tell you she was both. Because sometimes, the person who changes you forever doesn't stay to witness the change, they simply plant the seed and disappear. And though her name was never spoken in interviews or royal gatherings, those close to him say she still lives in his prayers. There were rumors.
Beneath Dubai's moonlight will forever stand as a testament to the power of feeling, a reminder that even in the fast-moving world of tomorrow, the truest light will always come from within. Fazza's words continue to speak, not only to his city, but to every soul that dares to love, to dream, and to listen when the night itself begins to whisper. And as the poem comes to its quiet close, the night does not end, it simply deepens. The moon hangs higher, the city glows softer, and somewhere in the distance, Fazza's voice fades into the wind. But his words remain, floating over the desert, etched into the soul of Dubai, carried in the hearts of those who understand that poetry is not a luxury, it is a way of breathing. The city and her prince remain bound not by duty, but by devotion, two souls woven together by destiny and love. The crown prince's heart beats on, not in pages, but in every moment where humanity triumphs over pride, where poetry becomes leadership, and where love, pure and unshakable, becomes the legacy of a nation destined to shine forever. And when the poem draws near its end, it does not feel like a conclusion. It feels like a heartbeat continuing into eternity. Fazza leaves his readers with a sense of peace, a reminder that no matter how far we travel, our hearts must remain loyal to where we began. His message shines not just for Dubai, but for humanity, a call to lead with love, to build with kindness, and to live with purpose. In the silence that follows his final line, one can still feel the echo of his words lingering in the air, powerful yet gentle, royal yet human. The Crown Prince's heart is not simply a poem, it is a promise that as long as Dubai stands under the sun, her prince will continue to speak for her, dream for her, and love her with a heart vast enough to embrace the world. And so, the story continues, not in ink, but in action. Every sunrise over Dubai becomes a stanza of his ongoing poem. Every smile of his people becomes a verse. Every dream realized beneath the desert sun becomes a promise kept. The transformation is complete, yet Fazza reminds us that humility must remain. The same sea that gives can also take, and the same silence that once birthed dreams can be forgotten if we cease to listen. His words call us to remember, not to stand above the sands, but to stand with them. And though his story was wounded, it was also transformed. He became wiser, deeper, more grounded. The man who once believed in fairy tales began to understand that real love is not flawless, it's honest. And so, as the night descends over Dubai's shimmering skyline, one truth remains: the hidden woman may have vanished from the world's sight, but she never left his story. She changed Sheikh Hamdan not through love alone, but through truth, grace, and wisdom that time could never erase. And perhaps, that is the kind of love that never fades, the kind that transforms, heals, and stays hidden.